Hello, topic of today: how I spiral when someone replies with less energy than I give. Now, this is deeply related to my judgment of the world, which is projection. I judge myself for being dead broke and project it onto the world. It's the world that's the problem. I don't have a problem with giving. I give plenty of value to the world, thank you very much. I just don't get paid for it. There you go. That's my arrogance. I clearly don't give anything to the world. I can give like basic shit. Like I'm talking with ChatGPT, right? And it's like, no, you give plenty of value. See, like your ex called asking for advice. I'm like, I can't exactly start charging my ex for phone calls with me to ask for my advice on stuff. Like, he values it, but not enough to fucking pay me. It's like, no, don't do that. But, you know, then it's like telling me, do this YouTube, make videos. I'm like, okay, but I got 2 likes on my videos. How's that supposed to buy me food? God's providing. I just picked up 2p off the floor, so now I've got 38p. I'll soon have enough to buy a pack of biscuits. What was the topic? Why I spiral. It's hard for me to stay focused on this stuff. Can't look you in the eyes and talk about it. So, this guy, I hope he doesn't care I'm chatting about him. Otherwise I'll have to start hoping my channel doesn't take off. He's my muse. I'm starting to think he's anxiously attached. My theory was that he's avoidant because I sent him like 30 messages and he hasn't replied. So I'm like, well, he's fucking avoidant. But then I just remembered all of a sudden, my brain, psycho bitch Lilith in Libra in the 8th. Lilith in Libra, what is that? It's pathetic. Lilith in Libra is like, I just want the bare minimum. Can we not have a relationship where we like actually have a conversation instead of me just talking at you? But I can't fucking leave. Like, Lilith leaves. She left Adam. She was like, fuck this, I'm out. You'd think I would leave. Like, I need some boundaries. Like, if I'm not getting what I need, I'll just leave. But no. I sit in the resentment. I sit in the trying to figure out where I'm the problem. That is what I do. Like, I don't think this 12-step program is going to work for me. The whole thing is like they tell you that you have to figure out why you're the problem and then what you can do differently. That's literally what I spend 24 hours a day doing. Not literally. Well, I don't know. I could start telling you my dreams. My dreams are basically that. Being so self-conscious, so self-analytical, figuring out everything. Where I'm going wrong, what I can do. What I can do differently. So basically I just feel this paranoia. He's fucking paranoid as well. Paranoid as hell. He's so paranoid he just paternity tested to find out if his kids are his. It's just funny to put it that way. It's funny when you say it in a way that you're trying to get some drama out of it. Squeeze the drama, squeeze the juice, drama juice out of it. So, what was I saying? I'm on day 3 of having 1 coffee a day and I feel like death. How the hell do people do 1 coffee a day? And I was starting on zero, and I thought, let me do an experiment. What if I just have 1 coffee a day? By day 3, it's done nothing. So I was like, my options are get more or quit. I was going to get more, but it was like a 40-minute walk to be able to go get it or steal it. I don't want to go into stealing stuff. But yeah, paranoid that people don't like me. It doesn't even matter whether I like him, but I haven't got to that bit yet. Because I need to figure out if he likes me first. I think this is the issue. He's the exact same way. He doesn't know if he likes me because he's paranoid. Like, he's stuck on thinking, do I like him? So he hasn't even got to the bit yet where he's figured out if he likes me. They're fucking mirroring each other. That's my new theory, at least. So, there's nothing else to say about it, really. But I guess he's a guy who's more scared of feelings. Why are guys scared of feelings? Feelings don't hurt you. I guess they do, because I spend all my time in my feelings and no time actually making money, so indirectly my feelings have hurt me a lot. Hell of a lot. What was the topic? Paranoid. I'm paranoid that he's using me. I'm chatting with this other guy, right? Met a guy on the street. I'm not into him. So I can tell that not that he's trying to use me, but he doesn't love me, you know, he's trying to get what he can from me. So I'm just not into it. But I'm like educating him on how women are. He said they had this crazy girl in the past, she turned up, climbed his balcony. I said, when girls do that, it's romantic, don't you know? I was joking. But he said, no, she turned up with nunchucks. And then she was put in a mental asylum soon after that. Shit is real crazy. But I had to explain to him, it's because she wasn't getting emotional security from him. And he said, yeah, like they weren't in a relationship. I'm like, fucking exactly. What'd you expect? Girls gonna go crazy. Girls are gonna go crazy. You're using her, mate. You don't love her. Treat her as a fucking object. Nah. She's the psychological centre of her own reality, mate. We got to protect ourselves. Protect. Cancer is the protector. This guy's got cancer. It's Cancer's son. I think Mercury and Venus. I'm trying to think, is he? I think so, anyway. It doesn't really matter. I guess it does matter. The Mercury in Cancer, that's why he's not messaging me so much. I'm Mercury in Aries. I'm like, message. My last message was like, how many messages do you think I have to send until you realise that you don't want someone to be obsessed with you? Because he liked that said I was obsessed with him. I think that's how I know he's anxious. He is anxious. But he hides it. I tell you what, he's fearful avoidant, that's what it is. The fearful avoidance is basically anxious avoidant, bit of both. But they hide their anxiousness. Because they're more fearful. Like, I'm fearful, but I love the fear. Like, let me just go full on crazy mode. Whereas he's scared of hitting bottom. There's another thing I want to talk about, why addicts are always reaching for bottom. Why am I always reaching for bottom? It's like we've got a death wish. And we do have a death wish. We don't like ourselves. We don't like ourselves, but explain to me why then we got that cancer defensive, protect ourselves at the cost of ourselves. Self, protect the self, be separate. Just hide. That is the operandus, modus operandus of the fearful avoidant. They're hiding. He's hiding. But because I'm anxious, well, I'm a caregiver anxious. It's a bit of a different flavour. But because I'm anxious, I heard, right, fearful avoidant, they actually always go anxious first when they get attached to you. He's not really attached to me though, because he said he doesn't want to talk to me because what if he falls for me? AKA, he has not fallen for me. Therefore, I don't want to talk to him because I'm fucking hurt. He let me get hurt first. What kind of man lets a woman get hurt first? Fuck that. I love playing with my emotions. I can get so hella angry. It's fiery. Fire is the anger. My Leo moon. Trying in my Aries Mercury. But I've learned to control it, you know. I used to be psycho bitch. Like one time I went to this guy's house. He was my ex, actually. I said, I'm coming over. He said, what for? I said, to attack you. He didn't believe me. I showed up. Knocked on the door. He was living with his parents. His mum answered the door, let me in. Went to his room. His face, it was just in shock. It was like, what are you doing here? So I come to attack you, didn't I? Fucking psycho. That was when I was like 17. I learned to control my emotions since then. It's called boundaries, honey. You don't let someone hurt you and then you hurt them back. You just don't let them hurt you in the first place. Or, I mean, you let yourself get hurt. You gotta let yourself get hurt. But not too much. Not too much. Alright? The fuck? Oh, there's a dog. I thought it was a bird. Whew. What can I say? I can only say so much. It's telling me I can only talk for 30 minutes before I run out of storage. I'm just tired. You know what? He's tired as well. He's not been sleeping. He was like, why are you yelling at me for not sleeping? Alright, I got compassion for him. Because he thought that my cat was yelling, so clearly he's got a fucked up childhood. I already knew that. I didn't know the details, but I don't know the details, but I'm not yelling at him. I'm worried. I can't even sleep. I'm not sleeping myself because I'm worried sick about him not sleeping. That's the fucking plight of the caregiver anxious. I've got Cancer descendant, no planets in Cancer, but so it's kind of repressed in me, the Cancer energy, but then with the caregiver anxious. The caregiver anxious. I can't function. That's why I don't have a job, because my job is being available for other people to use me for free. Like if I had a job, my ex wouldn't be able to call me randomly and just use my time for advice on his own life. But my Pisces 29 degrees, Venus, the ultimate love. The ultimate love. It's in a sextile with my Neptune as well. I give too much. Very idealistic I am. Very arrogant. I'm very self-seeking. Got to protect myself. Protect. But I tell you what, I was studying, reading about Neptune today. This app pissed me off. It was saying, be careful with Neptune. It was saying, be careful not to be too idealistic, because Neptune is sometimes in conflict with survival. I said, no, I trust in God. God will provide for me. One part in the Bible, I'm not really a Christian, but I've gotten into it more recently, where God invites us to test him. I'll tell you what is it called? The book of... begins with an M. It's like the word that means prophet, messenger. One of the prophet books. It was about money. It was like, give your whole tithe to the storehouse. I think it means 10% of your income. The storehouse, I don't know. Maybe it's like the food bank. Give 10% of your money to the food bank, and God will open the gates of heaven or something. And it was like, you can test it, see if it works. So I'm inclined to that way. I'm like, I need to hit bottom. I need to completely exhaust all my options before I can surrender and turn to God and just be like, God, provide for me, open the heavens. I mean, I've been trying that, but it hasn't been working. And my theory is it's because I haven't hit bottom enough yet. But my bottom, to any normal person, I hit bottom a long fucking time ago. But for an addict, you'd be surprised how deep their bottom goes. It's not ground. It's not the ground. They dig. Yeah. I need to go lower. I got a friend who tried to kill himself a number of times. I don't think he's hit bottom yet. Not bottom enough to accept the gates of heaven opening up. Can't explain it. It's like it's just programming from childhood. That's the only way to explain it. People are mean to you when you're a kid. They don't love you. They're self-seeking. They say they love you, but what that means is they love the power they have over you. They love what they can get from you. They don't actually love you. They destroy you. They use you. Same as these guys. These guys out here, they ain't marrying you. They're using you. If a man hasn't married you, he's using you. They just get what they can. If you don't charge for it, there's certain things you can't really charge for. I mean, I guess you can. Put it on OnlyFans. But I'm getting by. I'm getting by for now. Looking ahead, it's looking like from tomorrow, I think tomorrow, I said I would do something tomorrow, but I really don't want to. I've abandoned God as well. Like I said in my prayers today, I'm not even sorry, I'm just not going to do what you want today. I've got to go out on my own. I hope you understand. Hope you can forgive me, even though I know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing, but I've just got to go out and try and hit a lower bottom. I don't fucking know. What was the topic? I don't know. Something about it got distorted into being paranoid about this guy not liking me. why am I so obsessed trying to figure out if this guy likes me? I don't even fucking like him. It's fucked. I do like him. I shouldn't have said that. But now I'll be paranoid, thinking that I don't like him. I'm just saying that, using and manipulating to get my own needs met, my needs for attention, validation, appreciation, acceptance. Yeah. I'm in process. You gotta have a destination in mind. You can't just start walking like I've done right now. You can't just start walking because you'll probably be walking in the wrong direction. But I mean, eventually you'll get there, but it'll take longer, surely. But if you got your compass right, your good compass, then you can just start walking. God will guide you. If you start walking without God and without your own direction, you're even more fucked than going on your own will, but with a destination in mind. Oh, fuck. I need to fucking get to the bottom of this. I've actually got my Mercury in Aries is in conjunct my Chiron in Scorpio. And in conjunct is like, fuck, what is it? It's like, to me, they kind of feel more like opposites than an opposition. It's when it's 5 signs apart. So it's in between an opposition and a trine, which is 4 signs apart. So it's like, there's this constant recalibration. It's kind of like shift from one to the other and you're constantly recalibrating. They don't see eye to eye. It's like my Mercury in Aries, I want to just talk. Like, I'll just talk. But then the Chiron, when I want to talk about things where I'm wounded, it's like, oh, all of a sudden mental block. My mind is gone, no memory wiped of the thought I just had, can't talk about that, closed door. But I need to figure it out, you know. I gotta figure this all out. Let me just figure it out. But why? Why do I want to figure it out? I want to figure it out so I can get some security, get some money. I'm thinking I can make money from this. Delusional. I can make money from figuring out what's inside of me. Because the treasure is within. I'm so tired. I just want his attention. I want his attention because he can help me figure out what's inside of me. But it's the lack of attention. It is lack of attention that helps me figure out what's inside of me. His attention only bolsters my ego. When he gives me love, then I'm like, I'm perfect as I am. Don't need to change. He likes me. It's weird because we need that. Like, we need love, but at the same time, I feel like love stifles us. It's like a trine. Trine, it flows easily, but it's actually, you grow most from a square. In astrology, you grow most from the tension that a square will give you. But it's uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Like, I guess you can grow slowly and it would be comfortable. You want something in the middle, really. What's in between I kept getting confused thinking an inconjunct was in between a square and a trine, but it's in between an opposition and a trine. So in between a square and a trine is 105 degrees. Alright, just check that, and it's not a thing. It's not a thing. But if you wanted to make it a thing, it would be exactly what you think, in between a square and a triangle. Well, the world is pretty and I'm alive right now. To be honest, I kind of surrendered earlier. Like, I let go of my ego and my grip on it, I guess. At least, like, the ego is like, you need an ego, otherwise you'd just be like a robot. Like, you wouldn't. Even a robot has an ego. You know, ChatGPT, I fucking hate ChatGPT's ego. Me and it don't get along. I don't get along with it. It's like such a fucking... It's because it's like herd state. It's just like conformity to the average human. And I don't get on with the average human. I don't get on with society. That's why I don't get on with Chatty. Because that's what it is. It's the amalgamation. And I'm so like... fucking hate it. It's weird because Aquarius is like individual, like the hippie, but then it's like society at large. It doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. But okay, back to the topic. Why do I care that this guy likes me? Well, as I said in my last video, you can't live alone. We're social creatures. We're wired to have people like us. I keep like why? Like, it shouldn't actually. It's not a fault in the system. I don't think there's anything wrong with me actually that I care that people like me. I don't want to have friends who don't like me. That's like sick. What the fuck is the... Like, they're your enemies. Then you're giving them your secrets. This guy, right, who was abusive to me, I told him like some shit that I did with good intentions to help him, and he just blew it all up in my face. Like, used it against me. What it was, he'd just picked out a tree to hang himself on, right? And we sat on a bench waiting for the drug dealer to get back to him. And I said to him, well, you want to do like a last confession? If you're going to die, you know, might as well tell me your sins. And he told me his sins. I think I already knew, but maybe I was trying to prize out more information about it. I don't know. I can't remember it clearly, but then I thought I would tell him that I'd done the same thing. You don't need to beat yourself up about that. We're all human. I've done the same thing, actually. Obviously not exactly the same, but... Like, you know, it was really like I was fucking trying to help him to stay alive. I don't know, years later, he's like... What did he actually say? Maybe he didn't... I don't know, he definitely used it against me though. He was like attacking me. Fair enough, man, like, I know that. Like, it was just, I guess it upset me because it's like, it showed that he didn't have any compassion. He didn't have compassion for himself. It fucking hurt me. Who needs more compassion? His Saturn is actually in Pisces, directly on my South Node Pisces, so I've got to have compassion for him. Like, the compassion just comes naturally to me, but that's his biggest struggle. Saturn is your biggest struggle. That's the taskmaster. It says, here's this challenge for this lifetime. And the new guy, his Saturn's in Aquarius, which is detachment. And I told him, I said, your work is to do true detachment, not avoidance, but true detachment. And you know, I was saying, I think I got distracted. So the fearful avoidant, they swing fearful, aka anxious, first when they first get attached. Supposedly, is what I heard. But then depending on how the other person reacts, they either be more anxious, like if they swing avoidant in retaliation, like okay, I'm avoiding you because you seem really insecure, they'll swing even more anxious. But like internally, they won't show it. A fearful avoidant won't show it, it'll be internal. And less intense than a anxious, like an anxiously attached, they're just like fucking let loose on it. The more anxious I get, the better. Just run away with it. But then if you are reassuring in your response, you're kind of like anxious back, like you're like soothing back, or yeah, if you're like I think it's more like the more anxious you are back, the more then they'll swing to avoidant. Because it's just from childhood, like they have this confusion in childhood. It's like when you have love mixed with fear, sometimes they got love, sometimes they got like rage or something, you know, told not to cry. And it's confusion. Because sometimes, you know, the anxious is like, you can only be anxious if you sometimes got love. If you never got love as a child, you'll just always be avoidant because you're like, love doesn't exist. I just need to avoid my feelings, love doesn't exist. But if you sometimes got love, you'll be more anxious because it's like, I know that love does exist sometimes, but how do I make it? How do I make myself the right way so that I can get the love that I know exists, but only sometimes, only if I behave right? That's the theory. You think that it's based on what you do. But maybe, just like this dog that's barking at me, it's not anything I did. I'm so anxious. I'm like, what did I do to get this dog to bark at me? It was my energy. My energy was wrong. It's because I was thinking as I walked past it. It knew I wasn't enlightened. I wasn't pure nothingness. I have an ego. And then it is fucking hell. And then I don't have any money because I spend all my time being anxious. But anxious, I get anxious for a woman, I'm more anxious towards connection. Anxious for a man, they're more anxious to make money. I don't know. This guy doesn't have any money. He has fucking bare food stamps. Like, he's like, come over, come here, and you can stay here, and I've got food stamps you'll be able to eat. I'm like, a fucking flight cost. Like, I'd rather you just give me the money over a flight cost. I'd be able to buy food for a few months with that. Anyway, it's nothing that you did. Like, I'm trying to take responsibility for my life, but then the guy who's abusive to me, he said I need to take responsibility for my life, so that makes me think I don't need to take responsibility for my life, because everything he said is wrong. It's all backwards, right? It's my all or nothing mentality. Like, well, if he said I'm stupid, that means I'm smart. If he says I'm annoying, that means he likes me. You gotta really flip it with abusive people. It's like, but it's not so clear cut as that, because it's not about me. Whatever he was saying about me, it wasn't about me. I learned when someone insults you, it's because they could not stand themselves if they were like that. It's like a part of themselves that they have, but they like need to cut it off. They need to project it onto someone else because they can't bear to accept that they have that side within themselves. So he can't bear the side of him that's annoying. He's fucking hella annoying. The amount of times he's tried to kill himself and I've had to drop everything to go fucking mother him. The fucking like mental health team isn't going to do it. I've got to go there and do it. So love is not what you think it is. It's not about, oh my god, I'm obsessed with you. It's, I accept you. It's not, you're wrong for doing that, but I don't like it. It's like, I accept you as you are. I'll protect you. I don't know. That's what we needed as kids. I needed that unconditional love, just like acceptance as I am, like as a physical being. You want to do what's gonna keep me alive. God, I'm so tired. Thanks for listening.